Hi, so here we have 5 times 10 to the 4th joules of heat, and it's added to 35 kilograms of water initially at 12 degrees Celsius. And it wants to know what is the water's final temperature. So you're going to use the equation here. We know that the context of this question, we're not going through any kind of phase change, so for right now we're just going to use the heat transferred during a temperature change equation. So we know that the heat, it says right here that 5 times 10 to the 4, and you can write this two different ways. You can go ahead and say 5 times 10 to the 4, or you could go ahead and write those out with 4 zeros after the 5. Okay, but that's equal to the mass of the water, which was 35, times the specific heat, this right here, of the water, which water has a specific heat of 4,186. And then you multiply that by the change in temperature. Now remember, temperature, or delta, is always final minus initial. So we have our final temperature minus our initial temperature. Well, the water was initially at 12 degrees Celsius. So we're trying to figure out what the final temperature was. So right now we're just going to say TF minus 12 degrees. Alright, so now we're going to simplify this. We can go ahead and say, and again, you can continue to write it the same way, or you can switch it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 50,000 joules of heat. Alright, and let's go ahead and simplify. 35, let's move this over here. 35 times the specific heat of water, which is 4186. And we get 146,510. That is being multiplied to TF minus 12 degrees. Alright. So now what we can do, we can actually divide both sides by this 146,510. So on this side it will cancel out. On this side we will have 146,510 equals our TF minus 12. So 50,000 divided by 146,510, and we get 0.34. Equals our final temperature minus 12. Alright, notice if you say 5, and then you can do second e to the 4th, divided by 146,510, you get the exact same number. Alright, so now here basically we have final temperature minus 12. So if we wanted final temperature by itself, we would just add 12 to both sides. So we end up 12 plus 0.34 is simply 12.34 equals our final temperature. So this is a 12.34 degrees Celsius. And we are done.